Good morning guys, and welcome to the Saturday catch-up video for 13th of April. First of all, thank you for the interest in last week's video where we went in depth with Facebook Messenger and ManyChat to automate and maximize the inquiries coming from Facebook. It's turned out to be our most watched video of this series, so thanks for your time to go and check that out. Now, as far as catch-up's concerned, I don't have an awful lot to discuss with you this week because, as you all know, Easter is fast approaching and all the colleges are now closed for 2 weeks. And we find at this time of year that our driving school activities do slow down considerably, the amount of inquiries that come in, simply because everyone is pre-engaged as they're on their holidays. So what I thought I would do this week, and on the back of the fact that we've had so many requests to explain a little bit more detail about our ADI Success membership site, and of course a lot of you guys watching these videos or you guys that have purchased the book have been asking us to explain in a little bit more detail what it's all about. So as we enter this quiet period, it's a good opportunity for me to switch a little bit from the driving school activities over to ADI Success. And what I'm going to do now is dive in and give you a whistle-stop tour of the membership site, what's on offer there, what it can do for you. At least then you'll have a clear vision of what's available. If you're watching this video, then there's an extremely good chance that you'll be watching it on our ADI Success channel that you're looking at right now. And the reason we put this channel together is really just to share the vast amount of information and the trialing and testing that we've done over the last 7 years now. We've made it available as a free resource. And you probably know by now that we do a bi-weekly video such as this one. And in that video, my aim is to document real-life events as to what actually happens in our own driving school on a day-to-day basis as we're striving to reach our goal of over 100 instructors by 2023. Now, if you've joined us partway through, then of course you can check on our channel here and you can go back and find all the videos going all the way back to the first one I did, which was on the 9th of February. And the idea is, of course, is to give you a warts and all account of what actually happens in a driving school that's scaling. Now, if you're scaling your own driving school, that might be of interest to you to see. It's not all rosy. You know, some weeks it's up, some weeks it's down. And that's just business. But as long as we're heading in the right direction and we're keeping on track, that's the whole point of this exercise. Now, interesting, last week we had record viewing figures for the Saturday video, as currently standing at 69 views. And probably that's down to the fact that I did do quite an in-depth tutorial on the use of Facebook, Messenger and ManyChat to automate the amount of inquiries that come in from Facebook. So obviously you guys have found that quite interesting. And we've still been monitoring that this week. But of course, things are a little slower this week because we've now entered the 2-week Easter period when most of the students are off college. And as we all probably know, we do get a downturn during that 2-week period. So what I thought I would do in this week's video as well is to actually take across to our ADI membership and give you a sneak preview inside and just show you around, because we've had quite a number of questions come in asking about the membership, what it is, what it might do for you. And of course, we've had quite a few people sign up to membership since we've been doing these bi-weekly videos in combination with the live training event that we did back in January. So before I leave the YouTube channel then, if you go to videos, click on videos, you will find all the videos that we've done since the beginning of February. You will also find the 7-part live training that we did, and there is a video for each element of that, which again, if you're looking to make the transition yourself and scale, you should find that extremely helpful. It was without doubt one of the best live trainings that we've ever done. And you'll find the videos in here. So obviously watch them in order to get a true perspective of what's happening. But okay, let's fire across then to our membership site. So this is ADI Business Success. It's a monthly subscription membership site. You can come into it for just 1 month. You can take the information you need and then you can leave, or you can stay in for as long as you wish. And we've had some folk been with us since we started in May 2012. And in the site, we endeavour to keep at the forefront of what's going on. And once we've had chance to test it in our own driving school, look at what works and what doesn't work, and then we load it up to our membership site. A good example of that was the tutorial I did on ManyChat last week. And we're still in the process of testing that. There's a few things we need to sort out. But once that's complete, then it will be a complete walkthrough video. So all of our members will be able to simply follow that along and build out their own campaigns quite easily, knowing that all the trial and testing has been done. So that's the power of the membership. So what you'll find when you first log into it, it is more about the transition. In addition to the 7-part video event, we have a book that complements that. The book goes far deeper than the videos do, and it's an excellent resource. It was produced in 2019, just a few weeks ago, and many people have been snapping those up. So that's something that you might well be interested in. But if you're but what we found over the last sort of 7 years, working with probably over 500 ADIs across the UK, is that not everybody wants to go in and learn how to do things. Sometimes they prefer to have it done for them. And we do run a done for service as well. So the membership really is on one part how to. We show you how to do things. But if you're more inclined to have things done for you, then we operate a done for service as well. So the whole transition, the whole recruitment process of recruiting PDIs, everything that goes with that, we offer that on a done for service for our members. And you can see that here. We also produce driving school website that we manage for you. It's built on my own extremely successful template. We process your test passes and reviews to Facebook. We put them on your Google GMB listing if you have one. And of course, we load them up to the website. The new Google Ads, we know many of you use Google Ads, and we've been running Google Ads now for over 10 years, and we're extremely good at it. And this is a complete walkthrough that will enable you to set up your campaigns with confidence, knowing that you're not going to be burning and wasting your budget. And also we have the 7-part training event in there. So there's more of the, the done for services. But if we go up here and look at the content menu, there's about 40 modules in here at the moment. Now I appreciate that some of you guys are doing extremely well, and getting customers at the moment is not a problem for you, and that's absolutely fine. If you're starting to scale your driving school, then of course getting customers will be something you need to pay attention to, because of course the more franchisees you recruit, the more work you're going to need to attract to keep them busy. And even if you're not looking to scale, maybe you just want to remain a sole trader ADI, then there's an awful lot of information in here that could actually make your business activities better. You can maximize them, but just by looking through the various modules. So I'll have a quick run through. So right at the top, zero tolerance cancellations. Now we've been running this since 2014. And in combination with prepay lessons, two of the most important things we've ever done. Because simply now our franchised instructors never leave their driveways unless they've been paid first. So they know they're not going to lose any money. We just don't lose any money through cancellation. So, and what happens with these is you simply click on each of the modules. So we'll look at zero tolerance to begin with. It'll tell you what you're going to learn in the module, and it will go through and explain in some detail the whole process of how we do it. And of course, documentation is what makes this work. And then you'll have access to download the exact documentation that we use, and then you simply edit it for your own use. Now, some of these are text and some of these are videos, depending on what it is. Prepay lessons is the same. Have a pricing strategy, not just a price list. We don't have a price list, and we never have. And this explains as to why we don't do that. More information on getting new customers. The customer review module, extremely important, because this is the one big thing that will overcome price. So again, we'll just pop in and have a quick look at that one. And this time it is a video. Now there is some information here, and the video, as you can see, 23 minutes long, and it will explain in great detail about our customer review templates that we send out and how we keep complete control of them and not relying on the customer as to what they might say and where they might put them, even more importantly. And then below here, you can download the exact letters that we use to gain our reviews. So again, you've access to everything. Website conversions, as I've already explained, we do a done for managed website service, but obviously if you're running your own website, then it will give you lots and lots of pointers that we've picked up over the last 10 years as to what makes your website convert. And what you find is in the driving school industry, most websites are extremely poor at converting, and they're more like an information platform than a conversion machine. And of course, your primary purpose of your website is to convert visitors to bookings. Piece here on brand identity. So that's offline and online. How to enhance your local reputation. Because again, that's something that will overcome price. Your phone manner. How you take your phone calls, who takes the phone calls, what you should and shouldn't say on the phone. Now, sounds pretty obvious, but actually it's not. And it's so powerful that we've had one industry call handling center actually adopt our scripts to use for their staff. Customer retention, a few ways in there that you can retain your customers. All the documents that we use in our own driving school, they're all available here as a template download. So again, it saves you the trouble of having to produce your own. And we're finding that documentation now is becoming ever more important. The new Google Ads is the one I mentioned at the beginning. So we recorded that literally a few weeks ago. So it's bang up to date. Facebook review promotions. That's something that we're using in conjunction with the new Messenger ManyChat now. How you can get more eyes on your Facebook page by using reviews. Local telephone numbers, why it's an extremely good idea to have a local STD calling number instead of a mobile, and how that will help you with ranking, especially in Google GMB. How to publish your test passes and custom reviews to improve ranking, what you should say and what you shouldn't say to get the most SEO value from them. How to optimize your GMB Google My Business listing. And Google My Business is probably the 3-pack is probably the most desirable place to be online right now. So if you can get yourself in there, that will be a very smart move. Okay, so most of those are to do with maximizing your customer acquisition, running your business effectively. And then there are items in here that complement the make the transition event, the foundation for a successful franchise operation. And this again is based on my own experience for over 10 years of running a franchise. There's a piece on recruiting fully qualified instructors. First point of contact, again, very important, how you are perceived by people that make inquiries for your services. More information on the fully managed instructor training campaign that we run. If you've been following any of that, you know that we use a massive part of our recruitment policy is the sending out of a free book. to warm people up, and here you can order those books and get them done for you. How to deliver the instructor training course. Now, of course, it's not my job to tell you how to deliver your training courses, but if many of you are getting into this to the first time, especially since we've moved over now to the new standards check exam, we document our entire process of how we deliver our own particular course. E-commerce for your website, a very smart move. We use WorldPay, and we're getting an ever increasing amount of people now that are paying via our website, and again, extremely important if you're running prepay. Some information on having an audit trail and accounting, a bit boring, and it's not something we really want to be paying attention to, but as business owners, especially as we scale, you definitely need to understand the use of a bookkeeper and an accountant. Online diary. This is a good description of the diary that we use. We use Driving School Online. We have done now for a number of years, and that's how we manage our entire franchise operation, through that diary. And we also have a customer database, again, which is extremely important. As you scale, you will need a database, one that gives you access to all your customers very, very quickly as you have them on the phone. Why and how to have franchise meetings, the whole point of having them, and the content that we may cover in them. We have a piece there that's quite new, and that's maximizing referrals for driving schools. Now, we all know in this industry that referrals are our best source of new customers. And that's fine when you're an individual or sole trader, but of course, as you start to scale, you want to be getting the maximum amount of referrals from each of your franchisees. And we go into some depth, and we're doing a lot of things there to ensure that that takes place. As a piece on SEO and ranking, because of course showing up on Google is not just a case of hope and pray. There is some structure and strategy to it. This piece here just goes into our instructor recruitment process, how and when to send the books and direct mail, and all that becomes obvious when you look at the whole campaign. If you've been following the transition event, or you've been reading the book, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. And this is really then how and when to send the books out, along with the direct mail. And finally in here is something that we've added again literally in the last few weeks, is the new ALS learning system. Now, this is all based around client-centered learning, and we've devised our own lesson sheets now that make sure that our franchised instructors, and in fact we have some employed instructors, that do adhere to our policy of client-centered learning. And we have a system in place where our students or their parents can actually have a scorecard and mark their instructor's performance. So that's a bit of an innovation, I suppose, and it's a good way for me as the owner to keep track on what my instructors are up to, and as to whether they're delivering a quality service or not. So that's something that you might be interested in. You can actually download the exact documents within the membership. So that's a bit of a whistle-stop tour. We also have our own closed Facebook group just for members, and that's quite a good place to spend a bit of time, because of course the guys in there talk openly about what's happening in their own businesses. And of course, because they're all part of a membership, they do share their experiences freely. And all this is backed up with support. We have Andy in the office that works full-time, and he's here to look after everything. So if you've got any questions or anything that's not, you're trying to figure out, then we are here to help. So that's our ADI Success membership. I mean, that's currently available at £39 a month. Plus VAT. But as I said, there's no tie-in. You can come in for 1 month, you can stay as little or as long as you like. But the whole concept of it is that will help you. It does what it says on the tin: ADI Business Success. This is not about this is not like the usual forums that you get on online. This is solely to do with maximizing your business activities. and making sure that you're getting just rewards for your efforts. So if you're interested in that, the URL at the top there is adi-success.com, and you can go across, and I will put a link in the bottom of this video, and if it's something that you wish to explore, then of course you're quite welcome to go and do that. Okay, so hopefully you found that interesting, and then you can make your own mind up as to whether that would be something that is going to help you and maximize your business activities. There won't be a planning video tomorrow, Sunday, for the same reason, because we're in this quiet spell now. Next week, I'm only actually in the office for 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. I'm off on my own holiday. I'm off fishing for something like 38 hours. I'm going first thing on Wednesday morning until last thing on Thursday evening. And of course, Friday is Good Friday. Then we have the weekend, and then we have Easter Monday. And then I'll be back to work the following Tuesday. So really looking forward to a nice break. Things have gone extremely well so far this year, and it's a good time now to sit back, take a few days off, and come back focused, ready to push on with the next quarterly rock as we endeavour to reach our goals. So the next time I come back with a video is now going to be Saturday the 27th, and hopefully by then I'll have a lot more information, and we can kick on for the next part of the year. So again, I normally wish you all a very good weekend, but have a fantastic Easter period. Hopefully you can find a way of having a few days off yourself, and a bit of chill time, and then we'll all come back a bit more focused, ready at the end of that period. Okay guys, have a good one, and I'll catch you soon. Bye for now. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to click the little bell. That way you'll get a notification every time I put up a new video. Thank you for watching.